Everyday life is a curious beast, isn't it? We wake up, go through our routines, and try to make sense of it all. But if you take a moment to step back, you'll realize that beneath the surface of our mundane existence lies a treasure trove of quirky moments that can only be described as wonderfully absurd. It's as if the universe is playing a cosmic joke on us, and we're all in on it. Sort of. Take, for example, the ritual of morning coffee. You'd think it's a straightforward process. Grind the beans, brew the coffee, pour it into a mug. But no, it's an intricate dance of chaos. You spill grounds everywhere, burn your tongue on the first sip, and then somehow manage to forget it on the counter while you rush out the door. You're left with a vague sense of urgency, wondering how you've managed to make even coffee time feel like a high-stakes event. All of this before 8 a.m. Welcome to The Disenchanted, where we question everything, especially the status quo. This channel is all about honest engagement. We encourage critical thinking. We will not be conformed to social constructs, societal narratives, and toxic positivity. There are no rose-colored glasses here. Please do share your thoughts and opinions below. And like and subscribe. The mic is hot. Then there's the phenomenon of small talk. We've all been there, awkwardly chatting with someone in line at the grocery store about the weather or the latest Netflix show. It's a bizarre form of social bonding, where we discuss the most trivial things as if they hold the secrets to the universe. So, how about that rain? We say, as if we're not just two strangers passing the time. It's a performance art of sorts, and yet somehow we all participate willingly. Let's not forget the absurdity of errands. You set out with a list, determined to conquer your tasks. But what actually happens? You forget half of what you came for, and you come home with two random items that weren't even on your radar, like a decorative cactus and a giant inflatable unicorn. You question how you've become a person who owns a cactus that, let's be honest, you're probably going to forget to water. And then there's the delightful unpredictability of technology. 1 minute, your phone is your best friend, providing you with directions and funny cat videos. The next minute, it freezes, updates for no reason, or, worse, autocorrects your heartfelt message into something entirely nonsensical. I miss you becomes, I miss your iguana, and now you're left scrambling to explain a bizarre inside joke that never existed. Speaking of technology, let's talk about the sheer absurdity of social media. We scroll through endless feeds, curating our lives in the most visually pleasing way possible, while secretly hoping for likes and comments. We present our highlights, vacations, new recipes, cute pets, while pretending that our days aren't filled with laundry, dishes, and the occasional existential crisis. It's a weird performance, and yet we all play our parts, grinning through the virtual facade. And what about the quirks of human behavior? We've all experienced that moment when you wave back at someone who wasn't waving at you, or when you trip over nothing in public, immediately making eye contact with strangers as if they've just witnessed a Shakespearean tragedy. These little faux pas become the highlights of our day, reminding us that being human is a beautifully imperfect art form. Even in the quiet moments, when you're sitting alone, sipping your coffee, and staring out the window, there's a delightful absurdity. You might catch yourself pondering life's biggest mysteries, like why you have 37 pens that don't work, and what actually happens to all those socks that disappear in the laundry. You find humor in the small things, and in those moments, you realize that everyday life is a collection of quirks, each one adding a touch of color to the otherwise gray canvas of routine. So maybe we should embrace the weirdness of our daily lives. The chaos, the mishaps, and the little moments of absurdity remind us that life doesn't have to be perfect to be enjoyable. It's the quirks that make our experiences rich and relatable. After all, we're all in this together, navigating the beautifully disordered journey of existence, one quirky moment at a time. So the next time you spill coffee or trip over your own feet, or engage in awkward small talk, just laugh it off. Because in the grand scheme of things, those little moments are what make life worth living, and they remind us that, in our own wonderfully peculiar way, we're all just trying to figure it out. Until we meet again, question everything you've been told, and embrace the disenchanted truth.